Hey guys, it's tailgate season and I'm here to help you out with an amazing new dip. Everybody loves bratwurst, everybody loves beer cheese. Well, how about beer cheese brat balls? You heard me right. We're gonna make meatballs out of bratwurst and then we're gonna turn this into an ooey gooey cheesy dip that is perfect for your next tailgate party. The ingredients for this recipe are pretty simple. You're just gonna get a package of bratwurst. We're gonna use that to make the brat balls. Then you want 16 ounces of shredded cheese. I'm using Colby Jack, use whatever flavor you like. We're gonna make a roux with some butter and some flour and the brat ball grease. Plus we're gonna saute some onions in there because I love onions with my bratwurst. For seasonings, we're gonna use some dry mustard, smoked paprika, and some of my brisket rub, which is a mix of like salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of guajillo chili pepper in there. And it's beer cheese, so of course we gotta use some beer. I'm going with Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Use whatever beer you like. Let's get started on the brat balls. So like I said, you are just gonna use the bratwurst, but you're gonna need to take it out of the casing. You can use a knife, or you can just squeeze it out. I just like to squeeze it out, and then you can just discard that casing. We're not gonna need that. Then just pinch off pieces and roll them into like ping pong size balls. You'll probably get like 5 or 6 balls out of each of the links. And a package of links comes with 5 bratwurst, so you should end up with about, 30 or so little brat balls. You can add seasoning to the meatballs if you want to. I don't find that it needs it because the bratwurst is already seasoned with that traditional bratwurst flavor. So we're gonna actually add all of the seasoning to the cheese sauce. The bratwurst are gonna cook in 2 stages. First, we are going to put them in a cast iron skillet on a hot grill, and we're gonna sear them up and kind of get some caramelization on them, but it's also gonna release some of the fat from the sausage. And when we have that fat and we mix it with flour, we're gonna make a roux. That roux is the thickening agent for the beer cheese sauce. I'm also gonna add a little bit of butter to it because butter makes everything better. Butter and bacon, those are the 2 things that make everything better. Am I right? Yes. We don't have any bacon in this recipe, but if you wanted to add that to the mix, I'm not gonna judge you. Try to get them as even as possible. I mean, mine aren't perfect, but if you see one that's too big, one that's too small, just pinch off a piece from one and go to the other. You're welcome to double this recipe, but if you want to make twice the amount, I recommend cooking it in 2 pans, just basically making 2 batches. That way everything cooks up nicely. And you can roll these meatballs or these brat balls in advance. That'll save you some time on game day. Just have everything all rolled up and ready, have all your ingredients already ready, and then you can hit the smoker. So now we have 30 brat balls. I'm gonna go wash my hands and then go fire up the smoker. We're gonna be cooking on the Masterbuilt today, and as always, we are cooking with Cowboy. You just load it up with some hardwood briquettes, close it down, turn it on. Once you go to set the temperature, it's gonna remind you to open the bottom there. We're gonna start off the cook at 400 degrees. Now I just gotta light it up. I've got the Masterbuilt lit to 400 degrees, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a cast iron skillet right on the grill. Let's let that get heated up. Once the skillet is preheated, you can go ahead and add all of those brat balls right into the pan. And we're just gonna let these brown up for just a few minutes. To speed up the cook time and to get more of that charcoal flavor, go ahead and close the grill lid. After about 8 or 9 minutes, the meatballs are gonna start to caramelize. This is when I like to add some really thinly sliced white or yellow onion. And just gently saute that all in the pan together. And in the meantime, I'm actually gonna turn down my grill temperature. It always gives me this reminder, even though the shutter's open. I'm gonna turn down the temperature. We're gonna go down to 225. That is the magic of working with an XT or even a pellet grill, is that you can then just adjust the temperature just like that. All right, that's looking really good. The onions have started to get sauteed. So now we're gonna pour in a couple of tablespoons of butter and a couple tablespoons of flour. Along with our seasonings, we've got some dry mustard, some smoked paprika, and my brisket seasoning. You just want to gently stir this. You're going to be creating a roux. A roux basically is when you cook a fat, like bratwurst grease and flour together in a pan, and you just let that cook down and start to thicken. You just want to be careful that you don't break up the meatballs too much. I'm gonna let that kind of do its magic for about 30 to 60 seconds. All right, we'll give this one more stir. We're gonna go ahead and pour the beer into the skillet. All right, that is looking so good. The last step is just adding the cheese. So you wanna just carefully toss this in here. You can kind of work in batches. And again, you need to be really gentle that you're not breaking up these meatballs, or these brat balls, as I like to call them. You can already see that the cheese is melting. The sauce is starting to thicken just a little bit. That's from that roux that we developed. Go ahead and throw in some more. You just want to make this as smooth as possible, just to kind of get it combined. And then we're actually going to be smoking this. That's why we reduce the temperature to 225. Now it's time to let this smoke. So go ahead and close the lid and just let it ride. All right, while that cheese dip is getting some smoke on it, we're gonna go ahead and make the dippers. I'm just gonna use regular hot dog buns because these are brats. I mean, you could use a baguette, but that seems kind of fancy for a tailgate party. So just get yourself some hot dog buns and then just slice them about, I don't know, an inch or so thick. You're gonna get probably 5 or 6 out of each bun. And there you go. You've got your own little type of crostini that's just basically a hot dog bun. All right, if you're feeling up for it, you can do some double duty, cut 2 buns at a time. And then all I'm gonna do is throw all of these into a half pan, and then I'm gonna put this on the smoker next to the cheese so they get a little bit of toast to them. Let's just finish up the bag. I think most hot dog buns come like 8 to a bag. You know, the hot dogs like come 10 to a pack, and then the buns come 8. They never match. So we're gonna go ahead and just use a whole package of hot dog buns. Okay, let's take these on out to the smoker. Okay, let's check on our cheese dip. Ooh, it is looking mighty fine. Go ahead and give that a stir. Incredible. I can smell that charcoal flavor. That's what I want mixed in with this. It is so cheesy. Okay, we're gonna move this to the side. We're gonna put those hot dog buns right in there so they get a little bit of toast on them. Close it up. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. These are the hot dog buns. They are a little bit toasted, but they're still soft. So they are gonna be the perfect consistency. But I don't even know if you guys are ready for this. I mean, look at the bubbling. It smells so good. I can smell the beer. I can smell the brat. Are you guys ready for the cheese pull? I mean, seriously, are you really, really ready? Look at that. Look at how creamy and cheesy this beer cheese brat balls dip is. Oh my gosh. Let's go take this inside and get it ready for the party. All right. It is time for the party. Now we can take the toasted hot dog buns and just set them right on the platter here. Or you can keep them in the pan. You know what? I really don't care. It's your party. Do it how you want to do it. Like I said, these are a little bit toasted on the outside, but they're still super squishy and soft. So they're gonna go so great with this cheese. Oh my gosh. This just looks amazing. Wow, that is incredible. I can smell the smoke flavors. I'm still smelling the brat, the spices you get out of a brat. Plus remember, we've got some onions in there, but they've been caramelized. So they are gonna be just melted into that cheese. All right, let's go for it. This is gonna be a messy bite. Gotta make sure you get a meatball on there. Can I do it in one bite? Let's see. Ha. Oh my gosh, you guys. That brat ball, that meatball is so tender. It just melts in your mouth. There's not an ounce of dryness to it. The cheese has just the right amount of beer to it. And look at this, like, ah! I just can't get over how ooey gooey and cheesy this is. I'm going in for more. Now, if you want, you could actually open up your little hot dog bun, since we did use hot dog buns, and you could make a little sandwich like that. You could even secure it with some toothpicks and then just put it on the platter straight like that. I mean, come on. Okay, I'm going in for this bite. You guys, you totally have to make this for your next tailgate party. I mean, like, get the ingredients now. You can find the full recipe at girlscangrill.com. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit like, leave me a comment, and if you're not subscribed already, go on, push that little logo and get subscribed. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. I'm a fan. I am a fan. Man, oh man.